An emotionally charged first 24 minutes of play in Philadelphia. Sixers and the Rockets, and it's a 15-point Philadelphia lead behind 24 from that guy, Joel Embiid. And just before they took the break, you saw Mike D'Antoni kind of heated. Did get a technical, and so they will shoot that when the second half begins. But it's 65-50. American Express halftime report. Yes, Chuck?
The police presence to the second half.
Remember that?
Police presence.
Yeah. Two things you ain't never heard, Chuck. Police presence.
15-point game, and boy, it's been amazing to watch Harden on one side, watch Joel Embiid on the other. Kenny's got the lowdown on Joel Embiid, correct?
Well, it's not just Joel Embiid. It's the effect that he has, and we talked about it. You asked me when we were in the back, how do you play James Harden?
Harden, yeah.
Having a guy like Joel Embiid, and even Ben Simmons, this allows you to play that way. And the one thing that you want to do is, there's two things you have to do. You have to have a shot blocker. So what that does is when you isolate him one-on-one and you say, I'm picking him up full court, so then we're going to go at the three-point line. So Wilson Chandler meets him and makes him drive, but freeze it here. When I have a shot blocker, I have J.J. Redick slide in because Embiid can get the shot block, and now it creates less opportunities for the Rockets to shoot the three. And then the other thing that you have to have is a guy that can slow the game down. So now we freeze it here. We're not in a rush. We're not throwing it out to you here. We're not throwing it, okay, you're denying Redick. We're going to throw it inside, the ball goes in, and now we're going to take our time, and we're going to take time off the clock because we're limiting it to possessions that you have the ball, James Harden, and limiting the opportunities you have the other team. And now, again, Ben Simmons, again, creates the pace, freeze it here. He says, freeze it, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to take this avenue, which most teams say, let me try this layup on James Ennis. But Ben Simmons says, nah, we know where the advantage is. And Embiid says, I'll take my time. I'm going to take time off the clock. And now we're shooting with 10 seconds, 9, 8 on the shot clock, I'm fine, and 1. You can't guard me inside. The Rockets are not known for defense. And then lastly, again, you have to be alert on everything. You can't give up on plays. Freeze it. This guy is 1, 2, 3 steps behind Harden. And he says, no, I can't give up on the play. As long as my guy back here slows it down, I can block it. And that's the difference. Slow the game down. If you can get the Rockets to 90 possessions, James Harden's going to take 30 of them. So all of a sudden, these guys are taking 2 shots, 4 shots, 3 shots. They're not in rhythm.
24 and 7 for Embiid in the first half, also 3 blocks. The Sixers have 10 blocks in the first half, most they've had in a half in about 3 seasons, and they lead at 65-50. Let me hit you, and then I'll hit Shaq on James Harden.
Well, hit him first. He's soft.
Let's hit the American Express teammates as we get to James Harden. What do you say, Shaq?
Today is a day of peace, Chuck. No, I mean, look, James Harden has, made himself one of those players. Now put him in the same category as Charles Barkley, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. When he gets going, you can't stop him. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Like right here, a lot of guys say, hey, get up on him, force him right. If you do that, he has great handle. He has enough speed to go right by you. He's a great player. You're not going to stop him. He's going to get his 30. And right here, hand down, man down, like Moore Jackson said. You cannot be 1, 2 steps off a guy, James Harden, averaging 30, 40. Right here, what he does with the dribble, he lulls you to sleep, and he pulls up in your face. And right here, he even has patience. He's like, oh, I know you, Corey Brewer. This is barbecue skinless chicken right here. I'm going to work on you. Skinless chicken.
I'm happy with that if I'm Philadelphia, because the pace, again, Chuck, is where I need it. And he's taking 20 shots, but nobody else on the team is taking over 5.
And that's what I said before. Let him score and shut everybody else down.
Well, I thought the key to the first half was I get mad at Embiid at times for not going down on the box. He's unguardable down there. I think sometimes he falls into this stuff that's going around the NBA where I'm a big man, I got to stand out there and shoot threes. If you see, he got a three-point player a layup like 4 or 5 times instead of shooting threes. Because every time he shoots a 3 against Fareed or one of those other little guys, it helps him. But on the post,
so he can get 48 points without even.
Yeah.
He got 24 right now. He can get 48 without even shooting.
But what that's going to do, that's part of making your teammates better. they're going to have to start doubling him at some point.
He didn't
But
shoot any threes this half, though.
That's my point, Shaq. That's the only time I
For
get
a guy
mad
who
at
shot
him.
173 of them this season.
Think about it. He shot
didn't take
107.
one.
That's too many for a 7'2" guy.
That with his skill in the block.
Yes.
65-50, the halftime score. Back with more on the American Express halftime report in just